So that said, let's check in on our participants here. Solar plexus. All right, what's going on?
Well, I think again we maybe have obviously similar themes, but different stuff going on. Do you want to say a little bit about kind of how you relate to the brain teasers?
I was particularly interested in the sense of identity.
Okay, in what way, really?
Am I an herbalist? Who am I really?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Who are you?
Yeah.
I mean, are you your job, Misha? Is it what you do that defines you? Yeah.
Well, right, that's the thing.
Because wonder if you weren't an herbalist. Then what? Wonder if all those things were taken away from us. Wonder if we didn't have our jobs. Wonder if we couldn't be parents. What if there? Then who are you?
Well, I mean that's the thing. It's what's our purpose?
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, a part of me feels like it would be absolutely enough to just cook well and walk in the woods and read and learn, because the who wouldn't then be defined by my societal relationship. It would be my own.
But what about the Hawkins people in the world, and those people who are blind and can't see, or are crippled and can't cook and can't walk? I mean, or have a terminal disease. Wonder if all those things were gone.
Being in the presence of people who, it's the essence. It's a person's essence. It's just how one feels in their presence.
And how many times do you really think that you experience that emptiness? That I'm not what I teach, I'm not what I do.
When I'm hanging out with my cat.
Yeah.
Or I'm in the woods.
Yeah.
I think that if somebody, even if somebody's not on a spiritual journey and doesn't have the language for it or doesn't even know to be silent, I still think that you can get a sense of people's essence if they're being true to what they know about themselves. Maybe they're talking about a show they saw on Netflix, but you're you could totally, that person talking would be a completely different sensation than another person talking, and really, I don't know, I think to be human to some extent is just observing, and then, I don't know, being true to your desires, owning your desires, observing your experiences and your experiences of others, and I think that sometimes you're definitely simply experiencing other people's blockages. You're experiencing the things that they've put up between you and their essence.
Yeah. I think what you're talking about, if I can put words into your mouth,
Yeah.
is the authenticity. Authenticity. When you speak of people being themselves truly.
Yeah.
And not putting on airs or not being chameleon and adapting to everybody else, but really having their own integrity about who they are.
Right. You can hear it in their day-to-day experience.
Yeah.
It's so interesting because I find that if I'm thinking about or being in my own essence, I feel it most when I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
Because
There are fewer distractions.
yeah, I think that's why.
Yeah.
But I also agree that I'm still myself in a group of people, but it's
Can you carry that same sense of self into your busy life, I think.
Right.
Is kind of the,
yes.
Because
right.
For me, I think of meditation as it's practice, isn't it? Because I remember reading somewhere it was living on a spiritual journey or living a spiritual journey isn't about changing yourself. It's becoming more and more human or becoming more and more yourself. And so that idea of okay, you're in nature and you're on a walk, you're oh, right. These aren't my goals and values.
Right. Yeah. No, that is true.
Yeah.
Realigning, and then when you're out, you can be I have a fresh idea of who I am and what I want and where I am today, and because I don't think you find it necessarily through interaction, but you can maintain it through like authenticity.
Yes.
Well, and why do you think that people are most afraid of being quiet and not doing? You know, we go and we're so busy in our jobs and taking care of children and doing. When you ask them to sit still, why is that terrifying for people?
I think it.
Oh,
Did
go
you
ahead.
want to go?
Well, I think it was like, it's like needing the external validation to know who you are. It's like chameleon. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it's the same. I tend to think that when you're silent, it's easy to get caught up in patterns and habits when you're on the go and when you're keeping yourself busy. And it's also easy to step into an illusion of control of like, I know what's happening next.
Yep.
Whereas when you're silent, each moment is unique and there is a sense of a void or there's a sense of, I've lost the word and it was a good word and I'm upset now, but oh well, like unpredictability or, you know, there's no guarantee, you have to be present with your authentic self, like that essence, and there's the risk that that's going to require creativity and walking a different path than other people that maybe your family expects of you or maybe you expect of you.
Yeah.
And when you're silent and you're not digging into the patterns and the rules, it can be terrifying because it's the unknown.
Yes, it's impermanence too. Yeah, the unknown. And the Pema Chodron again, if I'm saying her name right, has written a book about impermanence.
Right.
And
I am this, but that's not necessarily true in the next moment.
No,
So you have to be.
because that constantly changes.
Right.
Constantly changes, and if you take everything away and empty yourself,
I am the observer.
that's right. I am the witness. Yep. Yep. Wow. Pretty profound stuff here.